Hi guys, how's it going? So today I wanted to come and do a little review on the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Now I don't know if you can hear that, but it is like raining torrentially today. So if you can hear that, I apologize. Because I'm just doing a review on the powder, I have done the rest of my face. I have used all cream products. So I am wearing Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. Under my eyes I'm wearing the Maybelline Age Rewind and the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer because I woke up really tired, did not sleep well with this baby, just kicking and heartburn and all sorts of horrible things. I've mixed the two together to get a fuller coverage. I am wearing the Bobbi Brown foundation stick as my contour, a Colourpop Super Shock blush, and MAC Strobe cream as my highlight. I have also done my brows, so the last thing I need to do is powder, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder is 54 New Zealand dollars. I got it from Mecca. The perfect finishing touch, a skin-loving translucent powder, mattify and set your complexion whilst enveloping skin in the most flattering soft focus finish for an undetectably flawless effect. Set and forget with this lightweight translucent finishing powder composed of organic powders and oils. This talc-free formulation is infused with vitamin and mineral-rich aloe vera extract, anti-inflammatory passion fruit and rosemary oil, and nourishing vitamin E. Adorns skin with a beautiful soft focus finish for a naturally flawless, shine-free complexion, perfect for all skin types. So it says to use the finishing powder to mattify and set by dusting all over foundation with a powder brush. Can also be used as a base on eyelid to ensure eyeshadows blend seamlessly. I've been using it for about a week now. It's this lovely plastic packaging. Inside you've got this, and it twists. When you get around to that side you've got little holes, so you can put the lid on, tap out more product, and then you spin it round and you've closed the holes over. The way I normally use it is I dip my brush straight into it and I get a fair bit on the brush, and then I take it into the lid, swirl it round, tap it, swirl it round, tap it, and it is quite loose and powdery, but this means it's distributed really evenly through. I'm just going to do one side of my face like this, and so then I just tap it into the skin. I picked this up because having dehydrated skin, powders no matter what always make me look powdery when I set my face with them, and then throughout the day I get really dry and cracked, and I thought this one was really interesting because it's talc free. There's a lot of oils in it, and having like an aloe vera base, I was like, oh, that's like, aloe vera is really hydrating. There's a good chance that this won't look powdery on me. There we go. So we've got the unset side and the set side. I mean, you can see it's just given me that like soft focus blurred look, which I really like. So I'll zoom you in so you can see how it looks unset versus set. So I mean, you can see that it has mattified me considerably, but it's not looking powdery and cracked. It's still looking really, really smooth. With the other side, I'm actually going to go in with my Poof because I want to show you how it looks when you sort of bake with it. And press in a considerable amount of powder. So I mean, you can see I've got a substantial amount of powder there. Okay, so my SD card filled up, so I had to go and remove that and put everything onto my computer and come back. So I just used my MAC 135 to fluff away the powder there and the powder that was under my eyes. Now I didn't leave it baking under my eyes for ages and ages. I did use a heavy application of powder and then just sort of wiped it off, and then I used this brush to like really buff that powder in. Now you can see it's very much mattified all of my strobe cream. I still have this gorgeous glow coming through, which is really lovely, but I've definitely got a very matte look now. So I'm going to zoom you in to see the heavily powdered side. I have gone matte, but this has not left me powdery at all. And my skin feels so beautiful and smooth. Under my eyes also feels really smooth, slightly crepey, but you know, that's because I have very crepey, liney under eyes. So any powder is going to highlight that to a degree, but I do feel like this has highlighted it less. For a mattifying powder, I am insanely impressed with this. So I'm just going to apply my Glam Glow setting spray all over. Right now that's given me back some of that like dewiness. I'll pop back later on today so you can have a look at how it's worn. But I will say right now, this is probably the best setting powder that I have ever found for dehydrated skin. Well, for my dehydrated skin. It doesn't really settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. At a price point of $54 for 9 grams, that is just so much cheaper than, say, the Laura Mercier or the By Terry, which is touted as one of the best setting powders for dehydrated skin, although it does have flashback, and that's touted as one of the best because it's a hyaluronic acid base. But when I put that on, I just look so powdery and so dry. Honestly, I have been blown away using this. It is phenomenal. Okay, so I'm back. I've been wearing this for about 9 hours now. None of my makeup has worn off on this side. It's still looking really good. I have worn off slightly on this side. I've had a lot of smooches from my partner today and grabbing my face, and we've been out running errands and it's been pouring with rain, so that's not really surprising. But at no point have I gone remotely powdery anywhere. I have gone a little bit oily around my nose, which I do tend to do. I don't think this is the best powder for like really oily skin. Like my oil patches, they're not as oily as they would be if I didn't powder them, but it's definitely not stopping the oil coming through the same way as some of my other powders do. My under eyes are still looking pretty good. My concealer hasn't moved. It hasn't gone all like powdery and clumpy. It hasn't got any worse. Just zoom you in to have a little look. So, I mean, you can see that it's settled into 2 of the lines under this side, not so much under the side I baked, but it is looking quite dry under there. This is really normal for me. It is not looking anywhere near as dry as most other powders do when I put them under my eyes. This is a fantastic wear. I haven't sprayed it with Fix Plus because I wanted to see how it wore for you. Normally I would be spritzing throughout the day as well to like ensure that I don't get this dryness. I am so impressed with this powder. I think if you have dehydrated skin, it is definitely one that is worth having a go. It's the best powder I have found for my dehydrated skin, like ever. And it's so great that it's cruelty free and it's full of good stuff for my skin. Like, I love that it has aloe vera in it and oils. There's not a lot of powders out there that have that.